Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Valor Fights 39 has Jason King versus Wesley Golden. Now, first thing, I've got Jason King with me. It's been a good year, like we said. 2016 is going to end on a high. That's the goal. Last time we spoke, we were talking obviously about your transition, your Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu. You got Gracie and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. How's all that gone now? You know, how's the fluidity going? Because obviously 10th Planet is a bit different, and some of the names they have for their Jiu-Jitsu positions a bit. You know, you could call it like the Meatloaf NFL Sunday. That'll be some position they have named there. But how's things going in that sense, mate?
Things are going great, KMA, man. We do have two different styles of jiu-jitsu. We do have our more traditional gi jiu-jitsu under Rafael Oliveira. We've got our 10th Planet system going. As far as our MMA goes, we teach a very MMA-specific style of fighting. So, you know, we don't do a lot of necessarily traditional movements.
Yeah.
We blend everything in for the cage. And, you know, that's something that KMA has been doing for a very long time. You know, we don't have professional kickboxers. We don't have, you know, Abu Dhabi world finalists in jiu-jitsu. We only do MMA. So if it doesn't work in MMA, we don't do it.
Yeah.
No, things are going great, man. It's been a great training camp. I had no complaints. I feel good. I feel strong. I had the added benefit of having spent more time with my strength and conditioning coach, Frankie Padilla. So between strength and conditioning, everything we do at KMA, I mean, I feel great. I feel better than I ever have.
Oh, awesome stuff. I was going to say, you know, how's things going with the new place, Eric Turner? Obviously, I saw Eric Turner in October, and obviously you've got the new place set up. How's everything coming along there? If you're all settled in, is it all done up now?
No, it'll never be all done. You know, I think that's just the nature of the beast. You know, it's like when you buy a house and you say that it's done, and then, you know, a couple days later you're like, well, that would look good over there. So, no, it's just, you know, it's still a work in progress. There's still a lot of things we want to do to the place. There's a lot of things we will do over time, but we have everything put in place for all of the stuff that we need right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, things are going really well. It's a very big area. It's a very spacious area. We've gotten a lot of new students come in as a result, and, you know, things are going really well there.
I was going to say, yeah, you probably would have got a lot more students in due to the fact that it's a bigger area. So obviously, because, you know, everything's moving around, this year's gone well for you. This year you're looking to end on a high, of course, against Wesley. Have you let Eric look at this guy? Because obviously, you know, he's got a bit more experience than yourself, so it's something I always take note of in the mixed martial arts world. He's obviously, you know, he's been probably in more positions in a fight game, so to speak. You're still clocking up the miles in the fights.
Yeah.
What do you know about the man himself?
I actually don't know a lot about Wesley Golden. One of the things that, you know, Eric, he comes up with my game plan. So Eric watches all the video that he can find of my opponents. He tailors a program around it so to give me the best opportunity to win.
Yeah.
But one thing that I noticed about myself personally is, you know, I used to be the guy that would try to find all the videos of my opponents and obsess about what they were good at and what they were bad at. And, you know, that obsession isn't always a good thing, because when you get to the fight night, you start thinking about them more than you think about yourself. You know, it's not my job to figure out what he does. It's my job to do what I do no matter what. So instead of focusing on my opponent, I focus on, first off, my game plan that Eric makes for me, and then I focus on, you know, the only person I can control in there is me.
Yeah.
And as long as I focus on doing that well, I have a much better chance of winning the fight. So, you know, I know Wesley is a tough guy. I know he fought for Legacy this year. I know he bounced around weight classes. But, you know, I don't really know much about him in his fights.
No, that's the thing. I think Eric Turner as well. Obviously, I've spoken to him, and it was great actually meeting him. And the way his mind works, he likes to break fighters down, and he really does spend a lot of time on it. And I really like him. You know, he can just feel the passion in the way he talks.
Yes.
Even just chatting to him, I could get the confidence off him. So it must really kind of resound onto yourselves when you go into a fight. You must feel so confident with him behind you in that way. You know, the fact that he's probably done a lot of hours making sure everything is right, the game plan's right, your style, everything is ticked. Does that help you when you're for a mindset when a fight comes up that you're there mentally?
Oh, absolutely. You know, KMA has been a huge blessing in my life, and Coach Eric and Coach Joey. You know, they are why I'm a professional fighter right now. You know, they took the skill set that I had and transitioned them into a way that works inside of a cage.
Yeah.
You know, actually, you know, Oven St. Preux, everybody knows he's one, I guess, my biggest teammate, both physically and in terms of like, star power. But, you know, Vince, I don't even know how many fights he's had, but with Vince, he actually was one of the first people to tell me this. You know, he said that every fight he's ever lost is because he stopped listening to Eric. And, you know, coming from Vince, who's in the UFC ranked top 10, that's a big statement. You know, he said all of his losses come from the times that he either stopped listening or stopped believing in what Eric was telling him at that moment. And as a result, you know, he got caught. You know, Eric has probably forgotten more about martial arts than I've ever learned. So when I'm in the cage, you know, you start to learn that, yes, you know, it's me in there. And yes, I have to react to situations the way I feel like I need to react to them.
Yeah.
But if at any point Eric tells me, "Hey, look at this. This is available to you at all times," and he's not just saying that because he's trying to make me feel better. It's because it's there. So if you listen to him, you know, your chances are going to be better. A couple fights ago when I fought William Ewers, I went to a third round, which is only the second time that's ever happened to me. And in between each round, you know, I had him in a triangle choke a couple times, but he kept shrugging it off. And Eric, right before the third round, he said, "Hey, you're losing this fight. You have to win. If you hit that triangle position, I want you to do this one little thing to fix it, and it's going to work." And third round happens. I get taken down. I throw up a triangle, and I remember, hey, Eric says, "Do this one thing, and it'll work." And sure enough, I got the choke after getting my ass kicked for 12 minutes. So, there you go. I mean, listen to your coaches, guys.
Well, that is. Do you know what? As well, when you're in a fight, and at that moment, like you say, you put that triangle on. A triangle has, say, let's just hypothetically, it's got 5 steps. You miss one step out, and you're just sitting there. And at that moment in the fight, you're thinking, "Man, why is this not working?" And all you need is someone from the outside just to go, "Dude, you just need to get his leg and get a bit of angle," and you've got it. And you think, "Oh, that was it." And you feel so stupid when you get it because it was something so small. But mate, that's the problem. There's so much to absorb in the fight at that moment, that split second. It's just clocking up the time, isn't it? The more you do it, the more you're fluid, the more you're relaxed, the more you get it. Have you found that with 10th Planet, because you're Taekwondo, because you must be quite flexible, let's be honest. With Taekwondo, you've got to have a bit. Did you find you kind of connected with the flexibility? Because some of them moves they have, man, I'm a bit flexible. Like, I'm a big boy, but I'm quite flexible. But damn, I can't do some of that stuff. Like,
no. I'm picking up the 10th Planet system a little bit more each and every day. It is still something that's fairly new to me. But yeah, you're right. You know, I can see it working for my body type very well. You know, we had Eddie Bravo in for a seminar last year, and you know, whenever Eddie Bravo comes into town, you know that everybody from all the local 10th Planet, you know, that whole region's going to show up. So, you know, I showed up, and there was probably about 50, 60 people on the mat stretching, and I swear about 40 of them had 10th Planet stuff, rash guards on, and they all had their feet behind their heads. They all all these crazy stretches, and I'm just looking around. I was like, all right, I'm going to get caught in rubber guard a lot today. And, sure enough, as soon as that seminar was over, we started rolling. You know, I pretty much stopped doing jiu-jitsu and just had to straight wrestle because I was getting caught in rubber guard every other second. Yeah,
I've got a couple of guys like that. They're like 145ers. Yeah, they're 145ers, and yeah, they're just their legs. I'm there in like guard, and I'm put my face on their face to mush them, and all of a sudden this foot comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm like, right, that's it. I ain't doing no jits for you boys. You're getting grappled down. I'm gonna grapple you boys, and I'm gonna pin you down. It ain't gonna be nice. There's no nicey now, man. Because they just like when you get scarf hold, and all of a sudden his leg wraps around your head, and you're like, son of a bitch. I'm like, man, it's a nightmare. But the thing is, it works. It's good because I say to them boys, said you might not get the submission, or you might not get the guy off you, but sorry, get the guy wrapped in your legs. But what you're doing is you're delaying his offense, and that's giving you time to get your defense in place and get your sweep or position. It's really handy to have, and that's what I find a lot of guys don't use a lot, especially in matches where there's chances where you can put like a pretend submission on just to get the position that you want to get from like. I always find a good one, a simple basic one is Kimura from half guard when you're on bottom, just to get yourself back to guard, because they will have to pay attention to that arm, and you're not going to get it. You know you're not going to get it, but it opens them up to get guard, and then you start again, you can start building yourself up. It's those little things that guys, I think, a lot of fighters need to take into consideration. I have to mention, that's a badass t-shirt you've got on right there.
Yeah, Knoxville Martial Arts Academy, baby.
Man, that's good, man. Where do we get one of them?
Yeah, I'll talk to Eric. I'll send you one.
Oh, they're badass, them. I like that little groovy design there, man. Oh, yeah, loving that. Man, I'll have to kit me out. I'll happily wear that proud and walk around and flash that stuff out to people. Yeah, man, that's badass. Look.
Yeah, actually, hold on a second. Check
No way.
The back real quick. So the back is it's a Greek. I believe it's pronounced arati. If I'm not pronouncing it, I'm probably butchering it. But basically, it means excellence in everything you do and every breath you take. So, because it's in Greek and nobody knows, what it says. Whenever people ask me what it says, the easiest way to explain it is to tell people that I piss excellence. So,
yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. I'm taking that one. Yeah, what was I going to say? So I got a bit distracted by the t-shirt, dude. I thought I'd put out the appreciation there, the kit, the kind of attire they're putting out. So look, Valor Fights as well. You've been with them, and do you know what? They're starting to really grow. Like Tim, especially the Flow Combat deal and stuff like that. And people around, not just on your side of the states, I think the whole states are starting to really take notice of Valor Fights and the guys that are coming out of there. You've got yourself fighting, you've got CJ Hamilton fighting, you've got Brandon Webb fighting, you've got a handful of dudes on that card. It's a great platform now to really get noticed by some of the, the upper echelon promotions. Do you feel that, this is the kind of time to really start to showcase yourself, even though you're still learning your trade in the pro ranks?
For sure. After my last performance, actually, Tim Lloyd, Valor Fights, I was blessed enough to be picked up by them as a contracted fighter. So I did sign a 3-fight deal with Valor Fights. This is my first fight on that contract. And, it's one of those things where Tim Lloyd, Valor Fights, everybody talks about like promoters being snakes and this, that, and the other. But Tim has been very good to me. He's been very good to a lot of my friends, a lot of my teammates. It's business. He's trying to make money doing this, and I'm trying to make money doing this.
Yeah.
And when we mutually and help one another, if I help Valor Fights, they will help me. So. I have a really good opportunity here. They gave me an opponent that is tough, but it's a good step up, but it's not a crazy step up. And my next fight will be a little bit harder. My next fight will be a little bit harder. They will always give me good fights that will help me grow as a fighter. And in the meantime, they will help promote me. They will help, with Flow Combat deal. A lot more people who normally wouldn't see my fights are now being able to see my fights.
Yeah.
I think. Let's see, the Valor Fights, I think 85 champ and the 35 champ recently just fought for Bellator. And, it's opportunities like that Tim Lloyd does give the region. Yes, he wants to see his promotion grow, but part of seeing his promotion grow is watching his fighters and the people who have fought for Valor move on to bigger and better things. And he's all for that.
That's it. That helps actually give that promotion a bit of credibility, because you say, look, my guys, that obviously because the guys fought on here, you go up to bigger stages. So if you fight here, you've got a great chance to go elsewhere, and that's a great thing to have. Obviously, because he knows he's not the UFC, so he knows he's a step in. He's a progression promotion, and that's what a lot of promotions they're starting to realize where they are in that rank. And I think that helps the promotions as well, and as well as the fighters. When they know where they are, they go, look, we help you build yourself up. We'll make, he signs you a free fight deal, and he does match you up well. He does not throw guys in there with like just stupid opponents. He does match up really well, Tim, because he wants obviously the best. He wants you to get the best out yourself as well, because there's no point in giving you a guy who's 0-20 and you go in there, tap him on the shoulder, and he goes down quicker than Bob Sapp. You know, what are you going to get out of that? You're going to get nothing out of it, you know? So he's trying to give you a guy that'll give you a style that might push you a little bit different than you would do normally. And that's great. I love what Tim's doing. And the thing is, it's good that the Flow Combat, I like the fact that promotion's starting to stream more, because it gets more eyes. Plus, then that means more eyes watch you, more people see you. That means there's a bit more, following maybe on social media, and a bit more of a grow for you. It's really good. It's quite promising. I think 2017 is a big year. We want to see a lot more of it. The streaming and the way people can get themselves out there, not just locally but globally as well.
No, I totally agree. Like I said, I'm very happy to be part of Valor Fights. This is, like I said, my first fight in 3-fight contract. I plan on fighting at least 3, hopefully 4 times next year. So, if I can end, 2017 fighting for, the Valor Fights 170 strap and, getting picked up by a bigger show from there, that's a good year. And, it all starts, it all started with Valor Fights, and, couldn't be happier with them. Yeah,
I can't wait for this fight card anyway. And in fact, it's a great weekend for MMA. It's like, it's stacked of, not just like, people forget UFC. You got to look at local shows. There's a handful of great local shows for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm looking forward to having no sleep. Obviously, because I'm in the UK, so I get to suffer and have to watch till stupid o'clock in the morning. But I do it because I love watching fights, man. I don't mind doing it. But honestly, I can't wait to see the fight card. Jason, have a great fight against Wesley. Enjoy yourself. I know you always do. I know you'll have a great time with Valor Fights. Give my props to your boys at Knoxville. Give them all a shout out, and Eric as well. Give him a mention. Say, that crazy dude from the Isle of Man said hi, and he'll know because he knew where I was from before I even told him. So that caught me off guard. But yeah, he's a great guy. So yeah, honestly, have a wonderful time, Jason. Before I let you go though, what's your social media, buddy, so people can jump on? Because I love your handle.
Feel free to check me out. I'm on Facebook a lot at Asian Persuasion MMA. I guarantee you I am the only one that has a handle even close to that. If you like dogs, if you check out my Instagram, it's Asian Persuasion and Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan is my 3-legged coonhound. So there's a lot of pictures of him on there. And yeah, I'm on Twitter, but honestly, that one's still growing, so I'm going to leave that one out of it for now. I still haven't figured that one out yet, but we're getting there. But check me out, Facebook, Instagram, hit me up on there. I will answer, I promise you that. But yeah, shout out to all my sponsors, all my gyms, and thank you for the interview, sir.
Pleasure, as always. Again, have a great time, and I'll speak to you soon. Obviously, if I don't speak before Christmas, have a great Christmas. Enjoy yourself. Have a great time with friends and family, and enjoy the new year. And 2017, it's going to be a good one. I can certainly tell.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And you have a Merry Christmas as well. God bless.